Joining us now is Thomas Schatz, and Thomas is the president of one of my favorite organizations, Citizens Against Government Waste. Thomas, good morning to you.
Good morning.
You know, as the old saying is, so some of these things the government's spending money on, $1 million, which is a drop in the bucket, but $1 million here, $1 million there, soon adds up to some real money. You recently met with a senator from our state, did you not?
Yes. On Wednesday, Citizens Against Government Waste released the 2017 Congressional Pig Book. And we were very happy to see Senator Jeff Flake, who, as he pointed out and as I said to him, he's the Cal Ripken of the Pig Book press conference. He's been there now every year since 2005, and is just very dedicated to fighting earmarks. He'd like to see a permanent ban. He was very instrumental in getting the Senate Republicans unanimously to agree to extend this earmark moratorium. The House has yet to do that, which is a whole other story, but you know, he's been very, very consistent over the years. And just one more quick thing, in 2006, the height of earmarks, $29 billion, Senator Flake, when he was in the House, offered every single amendment on the floor to cut a specific earmark.
As we continue on in this informational segment, Thomas, explain a little more the Congressional Pig Book. Some people might be listening and going, sounds catchy. What exactly is it?
Since 1991, Citizens Against Government Waste has been publishing a compilation of pork barrel spending, or earmarks as they're more commonly known. And we established a 7-point criteria in conjunction with the Congressional Pork Busters Coalition, so it's a bipartisan definition. And a couple of the things include whether the project was authorized, competitively awarded, whether there were hearings, whether only the House or Senate requested the project. And so we've been really consistent with how we've identified earmarks over the years. Even though Congress says they don't have them, the earmark moratorium continues. Under our definition, they're still there, and we think under their definition, there are probably some as well.
Are you accomplishing anything other than giving the information, Thomas? Are you embarrassing any of these people enough that they will stop doing this?
Well, we did help lead the way to the moratorium, and I also have to give great credit to Senator McCain, who was doing this even before Senator Flake. And so without their leadership, without members of the House and eventually the President Obama and the Senate, they agreed to a moratorium. So the numbers are much lower than they were before. With $29 billion as the high in 2006, we're at $6.8 billion in fiscal year 2017. So there's a dramatic difference, but unfortunately that's still twice as much as they had in 2012. So it's going up, but it's nowhere near as high as it was many years ago.
As I understand this, the way it works is that if somebody in Congress says, okay, you want that bill passed, then in my district, we're trying to protect frogs. So let me tack that on, and if you do that, I'll vote for it. Is that sort of the way it works?
It's a little bit. That's more of how it used to work. Now all they do is they add large amounts of money to projects where they used to identify the members, so there's no transparency other than Senator Brian Schatz, no relation, of Hawaii, who said specifically, I got $5.9 million for the East-West Center in my state, but very few members will say I got this or that. So they, for example, there's a program called Save America's Treasures. They used to earmark these. More than 200 members earmarked $33 million over a 3-year period where they had to identify themselves in the spending bills, but they just added the $5 million. So we don't know who's going to get that eventually, and so it's a little bit more behind the scenes, and that's not what we want.
So they've gotten trickier over the years. Where can we, all of us normal folks, read the Pig Book?
At pigbook.org. You can go see the Pig Book and also find out what else is going on with your money.
So it's a big depressing situation, isn't it? Oh my! And you're gonna find some things that are humorous, but overall, it's pretty egregious what they do with our money out there. Thomas, keep up the good work. We appreciate it so much.
Thank you.
All right, Citizens Against Government Waste, or go to the Pig Book, right to it.